Mayhem on Sunday, May 27th, but now we know Dr. Johnny Gayton will be the special referee.
Wow, and an awful lot more. Davey Richards returning also at Memorial Mayhem to take on Casey McKnight.
From the Ring of Honor.
Anthony Henry is going to go toe-to-toe with Kyle O'Reilly, also for Ring of Honor, and the television title will be defended against Tony Kozina. We're going to find out who the champion is next week when Jeremy Vane takes on Drew Adler, but right now in the ring, Ben, Jimmy Rave.
And that's something we haven't seen a whole lot of recently until he was reinstated. We know why he was reinstated. You know, Dr. Johnny Gayton was pretty adamant about keeping Jimmy Rave out of Rampage Pro Wrestling, but the man who changed his mind, Bill Behrens, was Kyle Matthews, the NWA RPW heavyweight champion. He said he wants to have another shot because he never defeated Jimmy Rave at RPW.
And he doesn't believe really, truly he is the RPW champion until he gets that big win under his belt. And the big win, the major opponent, the man who's been the thorn in his side, has been Jimmy Rave. Right now, though, Jimmy Rave's got a heck of a competitor that he's got to get through, and that's Anthony Henry coming up right here.
I've really been impressed with Anthony Henry. I was impressed when he first came here, but Bill, it seems with every match he gets a little bit better. And this young man certainly has a great fan following. Not only do the women like him, but everyone appreciates his athletic prowess. This man works out in the gym. He has great stamina in the ring, and he is fast on his feet.
He is, and like we just said, he's going to have one of those big matches coming up at Memorial Mayhem. Can't quite call this one a tune-up, though. When you get in the ring with Jimmy Rave is nobody's tune-up match in professional wrestling.
And Jimmy Rave always has something on his mind, and I'm just wondering with this whole Kyle Matthews scenario, we know what Kyle wants. We know Kyle wants to get the victory. What does Jimmy Rave want? What is it? Does he want to hurt Kyle Matthews? Does he want to end it once and for all? What's he want from Kyle Matthews?
Well, Jimmy Rave has had an agenda with Kyle Matthews going back to the very beginning of my involvement here at Rampage Pro Wrestling 2 years ago, quite literally. Kyle Matthews was the first athlete that Jimmy Rave approved.
Absolutely.
But somehow Kyle Matthews disappointed Jimmy Rave, and since then, through episode and episode of Rampage Television, big show, cage matches, blood feud has occurred between these two men, and it has never been resolved, at least in the eyes of Kyle Matthews.
Hammerlock and Pride, that time by Jimmy Rave, good escape into a side headlock by Anthony Henry.
We've spoken before about Anthony Henry's tremendous background, both professional wrestling and MMA. He brings something a little bit different into the ring. Of course, Jimmy Rave does bring the experience for sure, and I'm talking about international experience into the ring. Man has wrestled all over the world, traveled overseas when he was just 19 years old for the very first time, and has been traveling overseas since, has competed in junior tournaments over in New Japan Wrestling, has been to Canada, has been to the United Kingdom, literally has been all over the world and been a champion all over the world as Jimmy Rave. Anthony Henry has that in his future, and if he gets past Jimmy Rave here tonight, it's going to be a big feather in his cap.
Tell you what, that would be the shot heard around the world in pro wrestling to get a victory over a veteran like Jimmy Rave, as you said, and that's exactly what could happen, because in pro wrestling, anything can happen.
Very much so. Goes for the leg, takes the leg, floats over, does Jimmy Rave, catches the, oh, the reversal there, but there, look at Rave, how he sticks with his man.
Hits that front face lock applied and cuts off that air supply, lifted him up and into a standing wrist lock. Great maneuvering there by Anthony Henry.
Was able to grab that wrist as he took him up. All in one maneuver, and now goes behind him, takes it over. Hooks, no, but look at Rave. Look how quickly Rave is able to reverse that.
And now a good escape again into a series of moves. Good go behind, snap mare again by Henry into a headlock, back into a wrist lock. Great chain wrestling here from one move to another, and another escape here. Kip up, rolls under, slaps the arm, and flying drop kick from standing position. Jimmy Rave out of the ring.
I tell you, Jimmy Rave, we've talked about his credentials as a professional wrestler. In fact, recently on a tour of India, his skills were so well appreciated, he ended up conducting many of the training sessions with the Indian athletes over in India during that time. Of course, knowing Jimmy Rave, he was not a patient teacher.
No, I would not think he would be.
In fact, you know, that brings up the fact that he has a little bit of difficulty, and we heard earlier in this program, we saw a backstage moment between Jimmy Rave and the Jimmy Rave approved group, and then another match coming up Memorial Mayhem. It's going to be Mike Posey versus Patrick Bentley versus Corey Hollis versus Chip Day, the entire Jimmy Rave approved group in a four-way dance.
Wow.
The man that loses that match he's out of Jimmy Rave approved, Ben.
Well, you know, last week on the program, Jimmy Rave told them something has to change. And I guess he's going to find the weak link in that chain and pull him out.
Well, in fact, you're looking at the man right here that the last time the Jimmy Rave approved team was in the ring, it was Anthony Henry who got the pin in that match. And I think that's the reason Jimmy Rave's in here right now. He's going to show his guys.
I'm sure he told them to all stand there and watch this match because that's just how Jimmy is. And that's how he teaches.
Now look at Rave. Rave there covering up in the corner. A lot of this is psychology by Jimmy Rave. If you really believe that Jimmy Rave is afraid of Anthony Henry, you haven't watched Jimmy Rave and how he takes advantage and uses the mind games here. And look at Rave.
I was going to say, don't take that as an act of cowardice because obviously this man is playing human chess with the mind of Anthony Henry right now.
Catches him with a knee, backs him up in the corner, vicious chop, slings him across the other side, comes in, nobody home.
Beautiful flip.
Over goes Henry, comes through, ducks that clothesline, goes up top, grabs him in a head scissors. Bye-bye Jimmy, goes for a ride, catches him with a big kick. Jimmy Rave out of the ring and down on the mat.
And we've seen these kicks, former mixed martial arts background here with Anthony Henry. Very good with his feet, and Jimmy Rave on the arena floor right now. And I'm not sure how much of that is psychological because right now, physically, he's on the floor.
Anthony Henry feeling the energy of this capacity crowd here at Johnny G's in Warner Robins, Georgia. And fans, we're talking about May 27th, Memorial Mayhem. You're going to want to get your tickets as soon as you can. No increase in ticket price, I understand, Ben. Same normal ticket pricing. Check that out at RampageProWrestling.net. You can pick up your tickets at Johnny G's on the days they are open. We want to see each and every one of you here because what a tremendous card we're going to have.
The hottest ticket in town. If you've never been to an event, this is the one to come to because fans, a lot is going to be settled once and for all, and we haven't heard all of it yet.
Well, as our good friend Thunderbolt Patterson says, what do you want to do?
Call somebody.
I would say you do. You want to call somebody.
I'd call a bunch of people. And right now, Anthony Henry getting the fan support. Don't turn your back, though, to Jimmy Rave. That would be a sign of inexperience when you do that. And Jimmy Rave is not a man you want to give anything to because he will take whatever he can get. And now facing face-to-face now, and it's like Jimmy Rave asking for a test of strength. I don't know if I trust him or not. He's not a very trustworthy opponent in the ring, but always thinking a step ahead.
Jimmy Rave, a deceptively large man in the ring. You can see he has the height and the weight advantage on Anthony Henry, and you can see it vividly demonstrated there as he just toys with Anthony Henry. Again, another example of a psychological mind games as he goes for the single leg. Henry, though, is able to get his weight underneath him, reverse go behind, catches him, bridges, has a 1 count out of that, out wrestles Rave at this point.
Good ride here by Henry. Has him around the waist and cinches in. And Jimmy Rave now trying to figure his next attempt to get back on his feet and retaliate against Anthony Henry. Referee Dustin Robinson right on top of the action. And of course, we have defined the past between Jimmy Rave and Dustin Robinson, and they've had quite a few run-ins themselves. And the fans chanting, break it, step over and drop down on the arm of Jimmy Rave. Might pull that arm right out of the socket, Bill Behrens.
Well, you're right. Right there, if you notice where he's putting the pressure right up there near the shoulder, you can separate a shoulder using that kind of weight, and he's using literally the bones that come down through the lower body to impact on that. Rave came out. I didn't think he knew what was going on as he caught that forearm, and there's another forearm and another forearm by Anthony Henry as he backs him up toward the corner, throws him all the way across the ring, comes in, does Henry, back elbow. Henry floats back out, comes in, swing and a miss.
Rolls him up, he's under the ropes. He's underneath the ropes, the referee didn't see it. 1, 2, 3, and Jimmy Rave has got the pinfall, but I'm not sure that should have counted. The referee did not see that. Those feet were underneath the ropes. Jimmy Rave got the pinfall, and Anthony Henry, certainly a great showing here, goes down to the feet, but nothing to be ashamed of. Referee calls it just like he sees it. Your winner, the leader of Jimmy Rave approved, Jimmy Rave. And we got more action coming up. Coming up next, we're going to have on this program more great action. And you need to call someone and tell them that RPW is on the air.
Yeah, looks right here like this crowd is a bit disappointed at Jimmy Rave. They saw the handful of tights we did. Now Anthony Henry is catching it.
Wait, now he's going to shake his hand? Really? He wants to shake his hand after all that? I don't think if I were Anthony Henry, I would go for that. But certainly he wants to trust the man, does not. He says, no way. Turns his back, and Jimmy Rave refusing to let the man walk away, insisting on a handshake. Now this match is over. Oh! Well, that's what Anthony Henry thinks a slap, but now, wait just a minute. The dressing room is empty with Jimmy Rave approved. Corey Hollis, Chip Day, Mike Posey, Patrick Bentley, they're all out here. The bell has sounded, the match is over. And here comes some help. Kyle Matthews, your RBW champion. The Washington Bullets are out here. Drew Adler, the TV champion, and they have cleaned the house. And thank goodness, because Jimmy Rave approved, trying to do some damage here.